Y'all, this build turned out to be something serious, especially being my first AR, like real AR build. Sheesh. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Miles J95 here. I'm your host and CEO of Big Boy Tactical Gang, and we back with another pressure video today. As you can tell by the intro and the thumbnail, today we're gonna be talking about my AR-15 build. Last year I announced that I was gonna build my first AR out, and I finally finished that build a couple weeks ago, but I'm bringing that content to you guys now so you guys are able to see it. Before we jump further in the video though, I need you to do me a favor right quick. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all post bell notifications for future videos like this so you don't miss a beat. As well, if you see that feature on there that says hype, go ahead and hype the button up so we can try to push this channel further into the algorithm so we can get more like-minded people like us in the 2A community to join in and to watch these videos and enjoy this content as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. All right, y'all, so today we're gonna be talking about my AR-15 build. It's been a long time coming, and I can say I am satisfied with the build. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% satisfied because I did rush some pieces, which I shouldn't have, but I wanted to get it done because a lot of people have been asking like, when is the AR build gonna be done? Even though that shouldn't matter, but also I was excited too. I wanted to get it done in a timely manner. And so I did shortcut on some areas. And what I mean by shortcut on that, not far as, you know what, you'll just find out when we get there when I talk about it. But overall, the build is a solid build. I'm actually excited about the build because I'm really excited about getting to the range and actually start training. I have never really trained, well, I keep saying I have never trained with an AR, to be honest. I've never done any kind of AR drills, no kind of training, no, nothing. So this is definitely going to be a different journey for me, starting this journey in the rifle realm and stuff. So I'm excited about it. So yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the build. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, y'all, so this is the rifle itself. This is the rifle setup. I'm gonna let you guys see a full view of it. And when I say this thing is beautiful in my eyes, crazy, crazy. When I say it just feels so good to have my own rifle, I'm gonna turn it this way so you guys can see it, to literally have my own rifle and to build it out. Now I see how other people feel when they build out their own rifles and stuff, and then it comes together and you're like, golly, like this build is just so yeah, so this is my AR-15 build that I built out. This is a 16-inch rifle configuration that I did set up here. And far as the upper receiver, that was a complete upper receiver. I did buy that as a complete upper receiver, so that is not built out. But far as the lower receiver, I actually put this together myself. This came as a strip lower, and I assembled this rifle myself far as the lower components go. And yeah, I'm hooked. After doing that, I would never buy a complete lower again. After doing it myself, no, never. I would never buy a complete lower again, unless it's just like a crazy deal or something I really just gotta have. But other than that, I'm gonna be building my own lowers because yeah, this was so much fun and I learned so much about the mechanics of guns and everything assembling this together. And I watched a lot of videos, I read a lot of books, thanks to ChatGPT and people from my Discord. You guys are amazing. You guys helped me get this rifle set up. And man, when I say this thing has come out really well, like it's just, golly, like honestly, I feel like I'm ready to get out there to train. I know I'm ready to get out there to train now. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. We have here my AR-15 16-inch build. We're gonna go ahead and start with the lower receiver and then we'll talk about everything. So before we do, we'll go ahead and make sure the gun is empty and clear. Magazine empty. Chamber is clear. All right, so let's break it down. As far as the lower, as you guys can see, I have a Aero Precision M4 lower. I bought this as a strip lower when I bought it. And I did a lot of research when I was looking for lowers. And this was probably like the most recommended strip lower to go with was the Aero Precision M4 lower. and stuff. So I went ahead with that. Next, far as the parts kit for the lower receiver, far as like the mag release, I guess the bolt release there, the bolt release there, far as the safety selector, and far as the furniture, I got all of that on a bundle deal from PSA, or Palmetto State Armory. They had a Magpul furniture and lower parts kit for 99 bucks. So I was able to get the stock, the hand guard, well, not the hand guard, the hand grip, and far as the safety selector, bolt carrier release, and far as the mag release and all those components for the lower parts kit, all that came for 99 bucks. And it actually came with the trigger too in that parts kit, but I did not use that trigger because I actually went with my own trigger when I put this together. So far as that, since we're talking about the lower receiver, we'll go ahead and talk about the trigger. The trigger is a Memtech 3.5 pound trigger. And when I say this thing is butter, like soon as you put your finger on the trigger, you're literally on the wall, and that's it. Like you're literally on the brake, and then boom. So I'm gonna show that to you guys right quick. Like I said, we are empty and clear. So I want you guys to see that. So right there, as y'all can see my finger, that's the trigger. Like it's no play, no nothing. Literally, you put your finger on there, boom, ready to go. And I'm excited about that. Some people said I shouldn't have did that for my first AR. I should have went with a heavier trigger. But honestly, I feel like it doesn't really matter what you start training with. It's just as long as you train. So yeah, we'll see. And if I don't like it, I got that backup trigger from PSA that I can just put in there. But yeah, this Memtech trigger is a 3.5 pound trigger. It's a drop trigger to be exact. And I got that from Primary Arms, I believe. And I caught that on a steal. I think originally priced they're like 99 bucks or something like that or more. And I actually got it for like 50 bucks or something like that for the trigger. So yeah, so I absolutely love it. The lower, like I said, I assembled it together and it just feels right. It just feels good and stuff. So I'm excited about that. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the optic and the magnifier. This was actually a combo deal that I picked up on Black Friday that I could not pass up on. This set was like less than $250 for the magnifier as well for the red dot. And I knew I had to have it by Holosun. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I'm gonna put the rifle down for a second. This is what it actually came in as. This is the Holosun ARO RD2, and then as far as the magnifier, it is a HM3X magnifier. And this was a combo deal that I got off of PSA on Black Friday. Like I said, it was less than 250 bucks. I did some reviews on it and I heard that it was really, really great, and that it was like a lot of people loved it. And yeah, it also came with the part so that the magnifier and then the red dot can actually co-witness together. Because I've seen some magnifiers where they're sitting lower, well, like a hair lower. And shout out to Frank Tactical TV when I set the rifle up and I showed him early access, showed those guys early access in the Discord. They were able to tell me like, hey, there's an extra piece that should have came with it that you can actually co-witness it so that it will be leveled out evenly together. And it was in there. And so I was able to get that installed and get that set up. And yeah, it made the experience so much more better. It looked even better and stuff. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Frank Tactical TV. Bro, you are amazing. I appreciate it. Yeah, we have the Holosun combo as far as the optic and magnifier on there. And this thing is crazy. It is a two MOA dot. It definitely gets bright. It is a red dot. So I'm excited about that. So like I said, I can't wait to get to the range to actually get this sighted in and dialed up, because I want to be able to do my close-up shooting as well. I want to be able to do some reach outs with the magnifier as well. So it's gonna be fun because like I said, it's gonna be my first time really training with the AR. So I can't wait to get some footage for you guys, especially with the springtime coming around the corner soon. Hopefully, I know we're just in January, but I'm just like, March, I need you to get here. I need that 60 to 75 degree weather and stuff so I can get outside and train and everything. So yes, so that is the optic setup we have there, and then we'll go a little further. All right, so we're gonna move up a little further. We're gonna look at what we got up on the upper receiver, everything that we have there, and then we'll talk about the upper receiver itself. So far as right here on the rail, I got some Magpul rail mount that I got here set up. I got 3 on each side, and that just feels good right there in the hand, especially as I'm C-cupping onto the rifle there. Then far as my foregrip, I just got a BCM foregrip on the front there, and that just, like I said, it feels super good. So as I'm carrying and C-cupping, like this joint just feels amazing right there. Like boom, I'm ready to rock and roll and stuff. Far as my light, I have the Streamlight ProTrack light on there. I believe this is 1,000 lumens light, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually the ProTac HLX flashlight for the AR build. And then I have my pressure pad, of course, assembled here. The pressure pad that originally came with it was a rubber one. I actually ordered this one, this metal housing unit. I got this actually off of Amazon, and I want to say it was only like 15, 20 bucks, but it works amazing. It holds the pressure pad in it holds the pressure pad in place, so I don't have to wear it moving off. And then those rubber ones and plastic ones just do not do well. When I tried to install it, it just kept coming off. It just wasn't sitting right. So then I was looking for solutions, and I found this, and this just works amazing. Far as the wire management, it just tucked under there, and then I did one zip tie, and that's all it took. I thought it was gonna take more than one zip tie, but one zip tie took care of the job. So I got my wires kind of looking as clean as I can get them and stuff. So yeah, I really like this setup. Like I said, it feels good, it feels practical, doesn't feel like it's too much. I think it's just perfectly the way I need it to be, perfectly set up for me once I start training and everything. And then maybe if I don't like it when I actually get the training and it doesn't work, then we'll make adjustments as needed, as you know, when I get there. But as of now, it feels perfect. So we shall get there and see. All right, and then the last part I know you guys are waiting on, which is probably the most key and vital part of a rifle, is the upper receiver. Far as when I was saying earlier in the upper receiver, I feel like I did shortcut on it, but I feel also like I got what was best for me right now. And so yeah, so the far as the upper I have is a 16-inch full upper receiver by Palmetto State Armory. It's a PSA Guardsman upper. This is a complete PSA Guardsman upper, and I got this for roughly 399 bucks for this upper. I'm excited about it because, like I said, this is my first rifle, and I'm actually like really ready to go out and train and stuff. And I've heard like the different arguments about buying PSA rifles because it's not only going to be good for a certain amount of rounds. It's not good if you're going to be shooting more than 1,000 rounds. That might be the case, but as of right now, I feel like this is going to get me to the point where I need to be as when I first start training. I know during Black Friday and stuff, a lot of people were sending me like recommendations for like BCM and like Geissele and different companies. And I'm just gonna be straight transparent with you guys. I just didn't have the money to afford those right now. And I was, some people will say, well, I would have just waited until I got the money. Yeah, but I wanted to get this done because I really want to get out to the range and start training with this thing. And I actually liked it. I saw reviews on it. I watched a video on Elliot Delp. He did a full review on it. And I mean, he said it shot really well. And I kind of respect the guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's endorsed or not. Regardless of that, he's built many rifles, and I feel like he is a respected voice as far as when it comes to rifle builds as well. And that's no slight to the guys in my Discord. And you guys gave me solid advice, solid information. But I went with this option, and I think it's gonna be good for right now. And for it to be entry level, I think it's gonna be a great entry level. I do have my Radical Arms AR that I'm looking to upgrade. You guys laughed at me about it because I was telling someone, I think on my Gun Talk Thursday a couple weeks ago, I was telling those guys I bought that rifle, but it was 300 blackout and a 16-inch barrel, which is diabolical. So I plan on actually gooching that rifle out and change it to 5.56, and I'm probably gonna definitely upgrade that upper and that whole rifle, and it won't be a Radical Arms once I finish with it. But for now, this is my baby. I really love this rifle. Like I said, it's set up to what I really like so far. Once I get the training, maybe it'll be some things I want to change out and actually upgrade or make some different, find better options for it. the rifle to upgrade it. But right now, like I said, it's gonna get the job done, I think, for me. And once I train more and everything, I feel like it definitely will be what I'm looking for. All right, y'all. Listen, that's the end of the video. Nothing too major today. Just want to give you guys an update on that AR build. But I want you to do me a favor. Drop in the comments, what was your very first AR-15? As well, what was your first Gucci build AR-15? Or did you take your original build and did you build it up and upgrade it, or do you still have it? Like, I want to know you guys' story about your first AR journey, as well with training and everything. So make sure you drop that in the comments right now. Make sure you drop that in the comments. As well, I want to say thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, listen, I appreciate you. You're amazing for watching the video this far. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post bell notifications. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and also tap in with my Discord. The link is in the description. If you want to jump in a community of like-minded people who are gun enthusiasts, who are interested into growing into this thing, far as getting better at shooting, training, finding good deals, websites, good advice, good information, listen, join the Discord, because some of the guys in there, man, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for those guys in there, and I appreciate them. Shout out to them. Y'all know who y'all are, gang. I really appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Shout out to the sponsor of this channel, The Grab Bags. They are a sponsor of this channel, and I wouldn't be able to do it without them, honestly. Those guys make it happen for me. So if you have seen my videos about me carrying like the crossbody bags, definitely go tap into them. Those guys make a lot of great products. So definitely go check them out. The link is in the description. And if you just so happen to make a purchase, use code MilesJ95 to save you some money. And yeah, check them out, for real, for real. Check them out. Do me a favor, go check them out. I'm just saying, go check them out. Go cop some merch. If you want some Big Boy Tactical Gang merch, it is in the description. And remember, love, peace, and hair grease. That's what my grandfather used to say. Peace out.